Part 1, The Fiery Beginnings. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, two of the most iconic and talented actors of their time, first crossed paths in 1962 on the set of the historical epic film, Cleopatra. At the time, Elizabeth was already a celebrated Hollywood star, known for her beauty and acting prowess, while Richard was a distinguished British actor known for his charismatic presence and Shakespearean performances. Their first meeting was anything but ordinary. Elizabeth was cast as Cleopatra, the legendary Egyptian queen, while Richard portrayed Mark Antony, one of history's great military leaders. Their on-screen chemistry was electric, and it didn't take long for their passionate performances to spill over into real life. Both Elizabeth and Richard were married to other people at the time. Elizabeth was married to Eddie Fisher, a popular singer, while Richard was wed to Sybil Williams. Despite their marital commitments, the undeniable attraction between them grew stronger with each passing day on the film set. Their affair became a scandal that captured the headlines and the public's fascination. The world watched as Elizabeth and Richard's love story unfolded against the backdrop of the lavish production of Cleopatra, which was plagued with delays and budget overruns. Their relationship was marked by fiery arguments, intense love, and passionate reconciliations. It was a tumultuous and all-consuming love affair that defied social norms and expectations. The chemistry between them was undeniable, and they couldn't stay away from each other, even if it meant facing the judgment and scrutiny of the public and the media. In 1964, both Elizabeth and Richard divorced their respective spouses, clearing the way for their love to take center stage. They married each other in a private ceremony in Montreal, Canada, marking the official beginning of their turbulent yet captivating love story. The world was captivated by this magnetic couple, often referred to as Liz and Dick. Their love was passionate, their careers were flourishing, and they seemed unstoppable. Little did they know that the journey ahead would be filled with twists and turns, testing the limits of their love and endurance. Part 2, Fame, Fortune, and the Roller Coaster of Love. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton's love story was a whirlwind of passion, fame, and fortune. After their controversial marriage in 1964, their careers continued to soar, making them one of Hollywood's most celebrated power couples. But their love was far from smooth sailing. Throughout the 1960s, Elizabeth and Richard starred in several films together, including Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, for which Elizabeth won an Academy Award. Their on-screen chemistry was undeniable, and they often brought out the best in each other as actors. However, their personal lives were marked by turbulence. Their love was passionate but volatile, characterized by heated arguments and extravagant gestures of affection. They couldn't escape the constant scrutiny of the media, which chronicled their every move and public spat. Their jet-setting lifestyle took them around the world, from Hollywood to Europe, and their opulent spending drew attention. They famously purchased lavish jewelry and even the 33.19-carat Krupp diamond, one of the world's most famous diamonds. Despite their tumultuous relationship, there was no denying the deep connection between Elizabeth and Richard. They often spoke of their love for each other, and their bond endured despite the challenges they faced. In 1974, after a decade of marriage filled with highs and lows, they made the difficult decision to divorce. Their separation was a media sensation, marking the end of an era in Hollywood and leaving fans around the world heartbroken. But the story of Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton was far from over. In a twist of fate, they would eventually remarry in 1975, giving their love a second chance. Their second marriage, however, was short-lived, and they divorced for the final time in 1976. Throughout their lives, both Elizabeth and Richard would marry and divorce other partners, but their love for each other remained a defining chapter in their personal histories. They remained close friends until Richard's untimely death in 1984. Their love story is one of passion, intensity, and enduring friendship. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton will forever be remembered as one of the most iconic couples in the history of Hollywood, leaving an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. Part 3, A Timeless Love Story. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton's love story left an enduring legacy that transcended their tumultuous relationship. Despite their multiple marriages and divorces, their love for each other remained a constant thread in the fabric of their lives. After their final divorce in 1976, Elizabeth and Richard continued to maintain a deep and abiding friendship. They spoke fondly of each other in interviews and publicly acknowledged the significant impact they had on each other's lives. Their love story continues to captivate the world and inspire countless romantics. It's a testament to the enduring power of love, even in the face of personal struggles and societal expectations. Both Elizabeth and Richard enjoyed continued success in their careers. Elizabeth went on to win a second Academy Award for her role in Butterfield 8, and continued to be a beloved actress and humanitarian. Richard Burton remained a respected actor, known for his Shakespearean performances and his contributions to the world of theater. Elizabeth and Richard's on-screen collaborations, including Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf and The Taming of the Shrew, remain classics, showcasing their remarkable chemistry and acting talent. Sadly, Richard Burton passed away in 1984, leaving behind a void in Elizabeth's life. She continued to work in film and dedicated herself to philanthropic endeavors, notably her advocacy for AIDS research and awareness. Elizabeth Taylor herself passed away in 2011, but her legacy as a Hollywood legend and humanitarian lives on. Her tumultuous yet enduring love story with Richard Burton is forever etched in the annals of cinematic history. Their story serves as a reminder that love, even in its most complex and challenging forms, has the power to transcend time and circumstance. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton's love remains an iconic and timeless chapter in the story of love in Hollywood, a tale of passion, talent, and the enduring bonds of friendship. And with that, we conclude the captivating and enduring love story of Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton.